Good morning and welcome back to Keto Living with Dale and Judith. Today's video is all about my keto food prep. We're going to start with portioning out meat. Chicken thighs. I like to portion 2 thighs together. Lately, I've been in the mood for simmering 4 cups of bone broth with 2 chicken thighs and adding in 1 5-gram net carb serving of a variety of roasted vegetables. I let that simmer and I make like a soup because I've been outside working in the garden and it's still cold out there and I enjoy coming back in for a warm lunch. That's been my mood lately. And I love my local organic pasture-raised chicken, but right now it's just not in the budget. We're getting ready for Dale's liver transplant surgery in May. And this family-size pack from Walmart is just a better option for me. Meat in general, it's keto, whether it's organic or not. And 2 thighs per baggie, this made me 10 servings. Let's get it in the freezer. Dale has 2 freezers full of his keto baked goods, things like keto bread, biscuits, tortillas, waffles, all his keto items. My 2 freezers are full of meat, vegetables, and berries. For Dale's hospital stay, I'm going to have a small kitchenette with a microwave. So I'm planning to bring frozen pork patties, and I've been experimenting. I figured out I can cook them in the microwave inside of a paper plate for 3 minutes and they're still moist. So let's make 12 4-ounce pork patties today to get into the freezer. Again, I love my pasture-raised heritage pork that roots around in the ground, eating roots and different plants that they find. But right now, that's not in the budget. So do the best you can. Any fresh meat is still going to be keto. Since July, we've been living in crisis. That's when they first suspected cancer and started doing all of these tests. And it took the whole summer to get a diagnosis. And after that, we've been planning for Dale's liver transplant. He's also been having lots of treatments to keep the cancer from spreading and a lot of recovery time. So being in crisis mode, my top priority is eating keto, and the quality of the food has been less important. Measuring's been important, documenting my food's been important, following my calories, that's been the priority. And eating even Walmart meat is keto and acceptable. Now we're going to make some beef patties, and I did buy grass-fed because Walmart carries it. I prefer the different organic grass-fed meats because I also don't like eating soy, and they all have soy feed. Soy gives an estrogen-type chemical, and we don't like eating that. of 12 4-ounce beef patties. I tend to eat 2 per meal. And I'll probably eat meat twice a day. So I'll have 8 to 12 ounces of meat every day. Lately, I've been eating a pound of meat every day because I've been working so hard outside in the garden using my muscles. And I do plan to do a lot of walking at the hospital. I want to stay active. Now let's work on the chicken wings. I'm a big believer in eating only your favorite keto foods. For me, that's meat and vegetables. Don't force myself to eat things I don't like. And I'm crazy about chicken wings. They're a comfort food for me. And my favorite part are those little tips. I like them to become nice and crispy. And that's the reason I buy whole wings. If I buy them pre-frozen, they don't include that little tip of the wing. Sometimes I add salt and pepper to them, sometimes chili powder, a variety of spices and herbs. It's absolutely one of my favorite keto meals. I'm going to freeze them, and then I'll put them in baggies, 4 wings to a serving. Meat's all done. Now let's brew some coffee. I love my coffee every morning. And right now, this is my current favorite. I bought it at my local co-op. But for the hospital, I'm going to be using this instant coffee. I bought it about 6 months ago to make some mocha brownies. And this stuff is delicious. It's not bitter like the typical just off-the-shelf store-bought instant coffee. This is what I'll be bringing with me. I prefer a medium roast, and I like my coffee strong. And I drink it with half a cup of full-fat coconut milk. One can is going to give me 3 big servings of coffee. And full-fat coconut milk is full of coconut oil, which is a fast-burning keto energy. It's really popular on a keto diet. I add half a teaspoon of liquid stevia for sweetener. This is my keto sweetener of choice, and I'll be bringing both of these to the hospital with me. And disposable cups. I tried these out, and I'm actually allergic to paper. I prefer these because they're eco-friendly and they'll compost, but they irritate my lips. So, trying out a different brand. But I will be bringing disposable products to the hospital. They have a family cancer housing plaza. It'll be like a hotel room with a small kitchenette for me. So look at these. Oops. Two very different consistencies. Sometimes it's smooth, but sometimes the oil congeals. I think it depends on how the company stored it. If it's in the cool or if it's in the heat. So one of them is ready to measure, but the other one I'll need to stir up. Keto high-fat coffee has been my breakfast for the last 8 years. In the beginning, it was with heavy cream. But I'm allergic to dairy. And I struggle to cut that out of my diet. It makes me itch and break out in hives. Now I only use coconut milk in my coffee, and it's 3 grams of net carbs, but it gives me lots of brain energy to start my day. I love my coffee. It's the next morning, and today is a garden day. While we're waiting for the sun to come up, let's go bag up the chicken wings. I want 4 wings in each bag. 1 wing is the 3 pieces I cut apart. Every day with my keto coconut milk yogurt, I have different berries or lemon or lime juice. All of those are low-carb fruits. I had 1 little square that I keep stored in the freezer, and we're out of blackberries, so let's make some more. One ounce of blackberries is 1.2 grams of net carbs, and that's the best serving size for me, not 1/4 a cup of berries, which is typically recommended for a keto diet. Again, do what's best for you, and for me, that means only 1 ounce, which is a small portion. So to increase my enjoyment of those small amount of berries, I mix it into my keto coconut milk yogurt. Now these need to freeze, and then tomorrow I'll pop them out of the super cubes. I use these super cubes for so many things. I have a variety of sizes. And here's a good example. I have the 1 cup size and the 2 cup size. And that's what has frozen my broth. And I want to pop these out, but they need to thaw just a little bit because chest freezers are super cold. And while we're doing that, let's dish up a week's worth of keto coconut milk yogurt. We need to add in some liquid stevia and some chia seeds. 1/2 cup of keto coconut milk yogurt with 1 tablespoon of chia seeds is 3.9 grams of net carbs. I only stir up a week's worth. I don't feel like it's good for the chia seeds to sit in there more than a week. I don't want them to spoil. And the fruit, the berries, or lemon juice or lime juice, I add those in the morning. I don't put those in there ahead of time. I don't think the fruit would last. Now let's get this into the fridge. Last, we're going to bag up the broth. And let me go back. The chia seeds are high in oil, and they can become rancid. So if you're buying them for the first time somewhere new, I would just buy 1 bag and then take a smell. And if they smell funny, it means they're rancid. They're not going to hurt you, but the taste will be off. And then I wouldn't buy from that place again. You want to find a store that has a quick turnover for chia seeds. My best option is my local co-op, like a health food store. And if I had space, I would store them in the fridge. You want to store them in a cool place, not in the heat. But unfortunately, my fridge is too full, and I use mine up quickly. Mine don't tend to become rancid. Okay, let's get back to the broth. This is the last thing we need to prep. And this is the broth I'm going to be bringing to the hospital. The broth is only 0.3 grams of net carbs for each cup. And that's all my keto food prep for today. The sun's not even up yet, so we have time to wash these dishes. Thank you for visiting Keto Living with Dale and Judith. See you later. Bye-bye.